Hey everyone, welcome to the Tabletop Spotlight, the weekly show where I get to go over all the cool stuff you can pick up at your favorite local gaming store. I'm Adam from BoLS, and we want to thank our friends over at Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy for hooking us up with everything you see before you. We are going to dive into our games of the week, but before we do, I would like to remind everyone to shop local, buy from your favorite local gaming store, and support your local scene. With that said, let's dive into our games of the week. Vampire the Masquerade is a game that doesn't really need much of an introduction. However, this is Vampire the Masquerade Chapters, a new narrative campaign board game system from Flyos. Now, Vampire the Masquerade Chapters actually launched a little while ago, but it is back in stock, and this is a massive game. There's actually 2 more expansions that are already out for this system. The core box here is based out of Montreal. You'll be playing one of 8 different kindred who are tasked with going through the campaign. You'll be doing some investigations. There's also immersive dialogue sequences that are through the rulebook or through the scenario book. There's also some very intense combat situations as well. The game borrows pretty heavily from the RPG with some modifications to make it more board game friendly. There are feeding events to sate your vampire hunger, and you'll be able to play as many of the traditional clans like Brujah, Gangrel, Machiavellian, and more. The fate of the Vampires of Montreal are in your hands with this starter box for Vampire the Masquerade Chapters. This one's for all you crit roll fans out there. The Candela Obscura RPG book is finally out in stores. Enter a gilded world of terrifying magic with Candela Obscura. In this tabletop role-playing game, you'll be joining the Candela Obscura, a paranormal secret society charged with protecting the Fairlands. It's the turn of the century in this setting with a mix of steampunk magic and all manner of supernatural occult mysteries. The capital, known as New Fair, was built atop the ruins of an ancient fallen civilization, which was still teeming with remnants of very powerful magic. Occasionally, this magic pops up and causes some trouble, and that's where your crew comes in. I've actually got to play around with Candela Obscura already. I used some of the pre-generated characters and the rules previews that was previously put out by Darrington Press, and it's a really fun little system. So if you are a fan of RPGs and want to play a game that's a bit more talky and a lot less punchy, check out Candela Obscura and find out what's going on with all the creepy supernatural stuff in New Fair. All right, all you card game players out there, this one's a big one. Disney Lorcana is in stores. Disney Lorcana is the new card game from Disney and Ravensburger. They premiered this game earlier this year, and folks have been chomping at the bit to get their hands on it. Well, that time is now. It is finally in stores. This is a collectible card game where each player can build a deck of cards featuring famous Disney characters. You'll then take those decks and compete against other players with their own decks. This has a ton of diversity in how you want to build decks and what they do and various synergies. I'm not even going to get into all that here, but you can definitely find some gameplay of what Lorcana is. There's an obvious Magic comparison here, which I'm not going to get into, but this game is really solid. Like in terms of gameplay, in terms of viability, it's very newbie friendly, but it's also got a lot of depth to it as well. There's a ton of different Lorcana products out there. Right now, this is the Disney 100 collector set. It features 6 foil cards like Mickey, Elsa, and Genie with special signatures on them as well. But this is just one of many products. There's tons of different packs out there. There's starter packs, there's starter decks, there's just random booster packs as well. You get the idea. It's a big launch, and if you are interested in Lorcana, you probably need to call your favorite local gaming store and see if you can get on some sort of wait list, because I have a feeling this is going to sell out real fast. The classic board game Tokaido is back in a new 2-player edition with Tokaido Duo. In Tokaido Duo, 2 players discover the smallest of Japan's 4 main islands through a 3-faceted spiritual journey. As the pilgrim, you'll be visiting shrines, gardens, and seashores, and hot springs. As the merchant, you'll be collecting and selling traditional souvenirs. And as the artist, you'll be painting a variety of beautiful vistas and gift your paintings to the locals. You'll gain points through each character's discoveries and live each journey to the fullest. If you do so, your trek will grow into a life-changing experience. If you're familiar with Tokaido, then you know that the game is all about the journey, not necessarily the final destination, and that's exactly what Tokaido Duo is, but for 2 players. So if you've got a friend and you want to play a really fun, really chill game, but you don't want to bust out the full Tokaido, then check out Tokaido Duo. Destinies is back with a new expansion. This is Destinies Witchwood. Destinies is a competitive story-driven game of adventure and exploration, which mixes the use of an app and the board game. The system itself offers a fully story-driven, app-supported, RPG-like board game experience without the need for a game master. The various scenarios are part of a vivid world full of dark stories, epic characters, and mysteries to solve. The expansion Destiny's Witchwood explores one of those mysteries in greater detail. Long ago, a pact was made with the Dwellers of the Wood. By the rules of this agreement, men must keep strictly to their pathways and villages, scattered throughout the vast forest like embers of light in the darkness. Despite this pact, daring souls explore the woodland labyrinth in search of treasure, adventure, and hidden secrets. Again, Destiny's Witchwood is an expansion. You do need the Destiny's core board game to play, but if you've picked that game up and you want more of it, then be sure to check out Destiny's Witchwood. Cthulhu Confidential is back with a new adventure collection. This is Even Death Can Die. Even Death Can Die features 9 twisting-turning adventures set in the hard-boiled and cosmically horrific world of Cthulhu Confidential. If you're looking for a Lovecraft-inspired noir game, then this one's for you. It features the 1-to-1 gumshoe system and is perfect for investigations and talking. You won't be battling the cosmic horrors with dynamite and handguns. No, you'll be trying to solve these investigations using your wits, most of the time. The real question is, can you solve these cases with your hide and your mind intact? If you are looking for some Cthulhu-inspired noir adventures, then check out Cthulhu Confidential and this new adventure book, Even Death Can Die. Well, those were the games of the week. Again, all of these games are available at your favorite local gaming store. Be sure to shop local. And thanks to our friends here in Austin, Texas. They are Dragons Lair Comics Fancy. And again, if you're here in Austin, go stop by. Tell them we sent you. Say hi. Once again, I am Adam from BoLS, and thanks for joining me, and I will catch you next time on the Tabletop Spotlight.